Well, here we go again. Let's go wander out here. Let's see if we can find our way in. We are back at, what was the name of that one? Was it a wasted day? Trying to get into a canyon. This seems a bit tough to get into. Going through Onyx maps and things, it looked like there should have been a road that got us a lot closer than we actually are. So we're gonna go for a walk and see what we can find today. We've already seen some natural gas wellheads. Those are out here. Already knew that was there, but we're gonna go wander this little bit of, maybe it's a bit of a road. See if we can find a way to the bottom of the canyon. Don't have tons of time. It is January, so we'll just see where we wind up and what we come up with today. And we will go from there. And there it is. At least the western branch of it. Still quite a ways down to the bottom of this critter. But there's some neat, interesting features in there. Gonna keep wandering and taking a look, because right now, as a mountain goat, yeah, you could bail off here and be all right. Got to be some sort of way. There's showing to be roads in the bottom of this canyon. Over on the main branch of it, there's this gas pipeline running out across here. Zoom into that thing if I can. There it is. Just an exposed surfaced gas pipeline running around. There's also one straight across the canyon coming off that hill. So something interesting to look at a minute, but this canyon may get quite a bit of my travel for a while. As soon as I can figure out a decent way to get in and out of it without possibly having to hike X miles before we're even in the canyon. Yeah, we'll see how it goes today. Maybe we get there. Oh, the road today is nicer than the one last time we were out here. It's got a little roughness to it, but otherwise it's not a bad road. The bad stretch wasn't near as bad as the last one. So that little bit of hiking yielded a spot we got to go over here, back to another spot, and it's actually a pretty decent looking access to get to the bottom without rock climbing and ropes. So we'll pick back up over there, headed down and see what we can find in the bottom and enjoy a little time away for a minute. All right, down here at the other site, these are natural gas or oil wellheads. I want to say natural gas with a compressor station running right there. What generally is out here. Come across these, definitely pay attention. I give them a wide berth. Hydrogen sulfide gas, odorless, colorless, and in high enough concentrations will definitely kill you. So if there's warnings, pay attention to them, heed them a little bit, stay clear of those areas. Especially on a beautiful day like today, it is just about dead calm out here. So if there was the presence of hydrogen sulfide, it would not be moving very far. A little hike down the ridge line here and we'll be headed for the bottom. So we were just on that point. You can't really even see its point. It blends into the wall behind it. just on top of that slick rock close there. Shining so nice and white in the day. We were at the top of that ridge and seen this passage to the bottom. It does not require ropes, so here we go. We're going to slide down the slide rock into the bottom of the canyon. Yeah, thought I'd stop. You know me. Nice little band of quartz crystals down through this sandstone. Had to show them off. We're getting there. Probably a little over halfway to the bottom. Been interesting going. A little soft, a little squishy. Let's see if we can get right down over here and onto that sandstone and ridge and at least check that little piece out today. And this whole band of sandstone through here. Just laced with quartz veins running through it. There is this one band, I don't even know what it is. Seems to be very laced with quartz in that band of sandstone. So, did make it down. Probably looking like about 400 vertical feet. I want to say that's the Enstrada sandstone layer there. If I'm thinking right, it was the bigger of the layers. But I feel life coming back to me now. Pretty sure we're out here where nobody else is ever at anymore. Let's just wander and see what we find here. Maybe don't want to stay on the slope sandstone layer. I might hop to the top of the ridge. Might not. I'm gonna scramble a bit here and get somewhere. We'll be back. Somebody's got a little home here. I would say we're talking back rat with that much cactus in there. He's got him a nice little home going. I don't know if the breeze is right here or not. The dog took off somewhere. He'll be back in a minute. Pretty nice today. Supposed to be reaching maybe about 50 down here, but looking at the snow down here, you wouldn't think that. But it was definitely too nice to stay home. As I said, this is the west side, probably the main branch of the canyon. And I'm just sitting here and I just seen something right there. Looks like there might be a cave in that area. Maybe another day. I just want to get a lay and a feel of this place this time. Maybe we find something cool while we're doing that. I really got a feeling. Here comes dummy. I got a feeling we might backpack into this one and camp for a couple days sometime. There's a lot of country here to explore. I think for now I'm going to go to the top of the sandstone behind me. Wander to the east out on that ridge point and see what else the rest of the canyon looks like here. It really has been a dry winter down here. That hole, those two, that one, these here. Really expected to find at least a few of those with the snow that is falling. To would have a little water in those, but it hasn't snowed down in this country, and oh shoot, let's go for maybe almost a month since the last moisture. It's been a very strange winter out here. Warm and dry. So I'm almost expecting February and March to get kind of ugly. We'll see what happens. If they don't get kind of ugly, we don't happen to get us some moisture in this country, everything down the Colorado River is going to suffer this summer. This is one of those little places that contributes to that. Let's go see the point of this ridge. I know it points because when we were last across the canyon there, and right up on top of that point, I could tell that this ridge down here. So here we are. Finally made it in. I'm finally feeling at home. And let's go adventure. Well, I reached that point. I'm gonna sit here and just observe it for a minute. We got main channel goes off to the left and around the corner here. Might take that point and go that way. It is a pretty vertical drop into the bottom of this thing from here. It's a couple steps off there. And the one we just came down, back over here on my right, with another feeder canyon coming in off of that. That peak in the background, we come up and around that peak and in the backside of it. It's not much of a mountain, but maps and things showed a road that come that way. It actually showed more like it should get us further down in here according to maps, but I don't think those worked out very well. This would be the main fork of the canyon we didn't get to the last time. On Was It a Wasted Day? We're here now. Not quite where I wanted to be. We're about, I want to say, probably 4, maybe 4.5 miles from the mouth of the canyon. Still not going to complain. I finally got in here. I really want to take the North Fork off that. It's a short one. It's not the main canyon, but there's some interesting things I'd like to see up there. But I'm just about positive there's got to be something interesting in here besides natural gas pipelines. This right here, it's in the screen now. And pile of rubble off the wall from just to the right side over here. Let's see, get a finger down here. Oh, there it is. It fell out of that area right there. It's now down to there. Camera really hates when I do that to it. I think while I'm sitting here, I'm going to drag the microphones out I got for Christmas. Hook those up, put one on, and see if that sounds any better, different. Maybe eat a beef stick while I sit here a minute. We'll see what the mics sound like when I get them on here. Okay, we'll do a quick audio test. Move down off the point where I was sitting. A little breeze blowing. Had some beef sticks and got the phone out of the case. Something sticky's been in there, but okay. We'll do a little audio test here and see if the microphone works. May drag out the selfie stick as well and get everything out and try it out this trip. Okay. Quick break. As I said, we're main fork of the canyon runs that way, so it's not too far around the point here. Starting to get a little later in the day. We'll mosey back up, and that's going to take a minute, maybe a reset. Selfie stick's all right, but I'm not used to holding the camera that way. The inevitable of everything in life. Change. Everything is always changing. Yeah, let's wander a ways. Just love getting out here. So nice. Quiet. Peaceful. You can come back to feeling a little more at one with nature. Part of it's fun is also taking everybody along with me here. I like the comments. I like knowing that people have watched, enjoyed it, took them somewhere that they otherwise may not be able to get to. Just see the beauty we have out here. It's a very, very quiet day today. It is a very calm day today. Trying to drive those roads getting in here. Yeah, I was getting a little frustrated. The day was disappearing. Hadn't stopped anywhere really and got out and done anything yet. But such is exploring. Sometimes it takes longer to get there than what you got. But if you go back, you know how to get there the next time. Then you can really start a nice long adventure that way. Yeah, we're gonna have to play in a little snow here. Getting over there, but that's okay. It's not much, that's for sure. We'll keep on the snow. Let's see if he's still there. Just had a little lizard buddy coming around the point of this rock. A little surprised to see. There he was. That was a tail flip. A little surprised. It's kind of chilly out here today for them guys. It has warmed up fairly nice. Drive down here, there was all kinds of deer along the highways. Even seen some antelope out in the one flats. So, yeah, almost half expect to see some wildlife out here for kind of quiet and just moving. I don't know of any way at all that I could ever explain how vast this little canyon is. The the video just won't get it. Maybe eventually down the road, we get a drone and we can have something with a little range and get a little altitude off the ground a little more. Seems like that kind of helps show the vastness of the country. As I said earlier, it's about 4.5 miles probably to the mouth of the canyon down there. But I didn't know this branch did as much as it did until I just looked at the map before we headed out this morning. This goes completely out into Utah. Off to the west that direction. With just an endless number of little side canyons and draws coming and going into it. Not bad for a quick trip. I think it's going to be all right. It's just definitely making me feel small today, which is just absolutely fine. Yeah, a bit of an edge there we're stepping out off. Oh. And a nice high spot to sit down on for a minute. There's another little canyon coming in there. I actually say that's more of a draw, but comes right off the ridge there. Those features, if water was running down those, it'd be an amazing waterfall. You sit from here and you look, you just cannot see that the bottom of the canyon's down here. If we were in the bottom hiking up through there, it'd be a shock as to what's around every turn.